Back here at home, it's the last day of Monsoon 2022, and it was quite a busy one for us and the ABC 15 forecasters who are tracking the dust, wind, and of course, a lot of rain. Meteorologist Jorge Torres joining us in studio. Jorge, you're breaking down the monsoon that was.
Yeah, that's right, Christine. We had a lot of rain in many parts of Arizona. In fact, our weather team has crunched the numbers and gathered the data for this year's monsoon, which started in mid-June and ends officially today. Sky Harbor, where rainfall measurements taken, only picked up 2.23 inches of rainfall, which is slightly below the 30-year average. Now, here we can see the month-to-month breakdown of rainfall from June all the way through August and September, which were particularly wet, at least at the airport. Now, it does rain in other parts of the valley, too, and that's what you see on the right-hand side of your screen. These are the valley average rainfall numbers, and it was wetter than average this monsoon season throughout the Phoenix metro by nearly half an inch. It was also a good monsoon in other parts of Arizona, too, particularly Flagstaff and Kingman, both above average rainfall, with Flag getting more than 10 inches this season. Tucson and Yuma stayed below average, though, this season. And we want to show you the Phoenix numbers again. There you see the number on your screen, 2.23 inches this season. That is below average. Now, joining me is Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins to give us a little more perspective on the rainfall numbers this monsoon, Amber.
Yeah, Jorge, you and I were talking about this. The averages just got changed, right? Last year, we recalculated the 30-year averages, and so now those numbers are different. And so as we look at this, on the whole, Phoenix and Arizona is getting drier. In fact, here's a look at both the yearly rainfall averages and the monsoon averages and how they've changed as we have recalculated the 30-year averages, what's considered normal every decade. We've gone from an average of 2.71 inches of monsoon rain in the 1980s, 1990s, and early 2000s down to 2.43. So that's what we're comparing this monsoon now to. But if you compare it to our previous average, it was nearly a half an inch below that normal. So overall, this monsoon was pretty good across Arizona, but we are comparing it to drier numbers. In fact, if we look month by month here, across the valley, this is the total change in the amount of precipitation. And you can see a big decrease here during those key monsoon months of July, August, and September. Of course, we did get a pretty good spread across the state, though, so that did make a difference in our drought. We started the monsoon with 99% of Arizona in drought. We have significantly reduced that, now down to 57% of the state. In fact, you can see this side by side there of that big reduction. But what we're looking at now in the months ahead is the possibility of another La Nina. In fact, the chances are pretty high that we're going to head into a third La Nina winter in a row. And so that could kind of roll back some of these drought improvements that we've seen due to this wet monsoon. In fact, the outlook now for October, November, and December shows a good chance of drier than average conditions across the state of Arizona, and that could extend into early next year as well. Now, at least at this point, we still have some rain chances in your forecast. So we're going to take a look at that as we keep some monsoon moisture around into the weekend and early next week. We still have a chance for some rain, and we'll take you through everything you need to know coming up in just minutes.
Amber, thank you.